Welcome back, guys, to Secrets of Grindea. We are about to take on the boss of the toy factory. Fight! Alright, so first things first, take out the frostlings here. So at first, when you see like my strat for this boss, you're gonna think, oh, this is easy. It's not that easy. But this is what you want to do at first. Just hide over here by the side and hit it from the side. And most everything won't get to you. Until you do a certain amount of damage, then he starts throwing out the bombs. Then you have to start watching what you're doing. Now all of a sudden, things are a little cluttered here. Try to get to one side, maybe get a few hits in, and then go to the other. You also gotta watch out for that train coming through. The train is actually important to the fight later, but oh, geez, I stood right in the middle of that. Get over here and get some damage in here. On doling it out. I mean, what else can you really do, you know? Watch out for that train. Watch out for that tree. There we go. That was actually, everything died automatically there because I got into a certain point. I didn't do those 9999s myself. Oh, there goes Luke. Can we get Luke out here to wail on this thing? That would sure be nice. Oh yeah, do that. Okay, so now we can flick these switches here to... Oh, shoot, I can never... Which side is it gonna come out of first? I'm just gonna wail for me. Oh, shoot, I just blocked him. Okay, I didn't do that right at all. See, what you're supposed to do there is flick the switches to reroute the train so that it crashes into the Toybox machine. But that's harder than it looks because a lot of the intersections are either irrelevant or... Well, wait a minute, no, if I switch that one back, but... Let's some more damage here. Shoot, no. So every time the train crashes, he throws out more presents, which is not cool. Got enough going on in here as it is without all these bombs all over the place, man, I tell you. This is a cluttered boss fight, I will say. Fortunately, there's lots of room to walk around, so it's not too bad. Still, eventually it will reach a point where you're just going to get cornered sometimes. And, well, shoot, I shouldn't have just stood there. Okay, well... You also have to watch out because the bombs, you can end up, like, pushing them if you run straight into them, and maybe not realize that you're doing it because you think you're just walking past one, but then you're actually pushing it, and then it ends up exploding right in your face, you know, and singes the palms of your hands. Then you gotta go to the doctor and get all bandaged up, and you can't play for 2 weeks. And that wouldn't be any fun at all now, would it? Okay, let's see. No. Wait. Oh, shoot, I almost had it. If I could have turned that one, Actually, I don't know if that would have worked anyway. Okay, we'll just keep wailing here. Yeah, all the work we've done now, and we haven't even got the boss down to half health yet, so... You definitely need to get the train to run into, because that'll do... Well, I don't want to spoil it, but it'll do a little more damage than I'm doing. Of course, between those 9999s just now and Luke's big show that he put on earlier, I don't know how impressive the train damage could possibly be. I guess I would say just don't expect too much, but it'll be enough, you know, to get him down to game point here. Oh, see, there it was right. Oh, no! I was pushing the bomb there. Oh, the bomb! No! Well, let's try this again. Oh! Enraged toy machine, go! Okay, so we're, no. Okay, now, how do we... This one here and this one here. Oh, and then this one. There we go, got it, okay. Now, if the train comes from the right, it'll run into him, but the question is, will it will. Oh, man, look at that. There we go. See, once you get the train to run into him, then it's not a problem. That was pretty easy. Now that's what I call a bowel movement. Blame it on the rain. Yeah, yeah. Man, it's too bad Milli Vanilli had to turn out to be lip syncers, because some of their songs are actually kind of good. I mean, if we're being real here, you know. And it's like, if they were lip syncers, then why didn't the real singer come out and start a career of his own? Because they were good. I don't know, they could have just, like, got a new name for themselves or something. I don't know, maybe they did, actually, I don't know. Too much I don't know. Let's shut up with the I don't know. So we can't do anything in here. Yeah, so we took care of that toy box machine, that'll help a little bit. So let's go talk to Miss Claus here. Miss Claus. Well, I'll be damned. Dude, such language. For Mrs. Claus, I mean, seriously? Oh yeah. We would throw all that for some honey? Well, if the shoe fits, I mean, it worked. Oh, well, he's saying we could buy it. Not really. It ain't my fault you guys went and made a dumb idea, dumb move. Well, whatever. Hey, we got a level up out of that. That's good. Definitely won't complain there. So, okay. Alright, let me spend this point real quick here. Where is it? There we go. Okay. We got a couple of things here. I mean, I'll probably just finish off this crit thing here. That'll take care of our... max out our crit damage. I'm going to put this here. I don't really know. Like, all this other stuff... You know, I'm not big on casting spells to raise defense and things like that, because you never know when it's going to run out, and... Okay, so now that we got that done, we can go over here and open up the forest and get to this dungeon I've been talking about. This dungeon coming up, I mean, I'm telling you, like, it is legit awesome. It's one of the coolest dungeons I've ever seen in an RPG. And that's saying a lot for an indie game. To have one of the best dungeons I've ever seen. It's just really neat. And I was saying before, there's actually another indie game now that's out. It's like a platformer. But it relies on the same mechanic as this dungeon, and I wonder if they got the idea from this dungeon. There's probably other games that utilize it, but anyway. Well, the mechanic that I'm talking about, I mean, we'll get to it. It's just we got more exposition here, though. No! Where is everybody? Boom, 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 doom, 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 doom. Oh. What's all that stuttering, boy? Having trouble peeping? Well. I'll do you what? Oh, man. Yeah. So we have autumn and we have winter. Yeah, you tell that asshole. Mm-hmm. Okay, here's summer. Summer sellers. No. Madness. I'll show you madness, sir. Just wait till I get elected president. You know. Yeah, that's the whole point, though. It's the temporariness that makes it so valuable. If it just went on forever, nobody would care, you know? What are you doing? Ah, well. What is the point in bees and flowers if they all just die? So much pain for what? He's got him. He's got him hypnotized. So obviously you may be asking yourself at this point, well, where's the spring? Don't answer that, viewers. We must hurry before it is too late. For once I'm inclined to agree with Butterfly here. The way he's talking, it seems blah. We just don't know anymore. So can we go in any of these houses? I don't quite remember. Should we go in this one? Oh, this is cool. Huh. This must be like where they go to do their group orgies or something. This kind of reminds me of Minish Cap, some of these like small entrances here. Yeah, he froze him alright. Nice. Way to show confidence in your elders or whatever. Well, she had to do something. No, she doesn't. That's a good thing, last time I checked. Well, I mean, I guess stubbornness could be construed as bad in some situations, but... Winter's always been the kindest person you've known. Well, you don't get out much, do you? I just know winter's coming up on us here pretty soon. I don't know, though, man. I mean, like, you know, I'm not one to talk about climate change and all that, or whatever you want to, whatever they're calling it these days. But after the last couple of years, it really kind of makes you wonder. I mean, we barely had a winter last year. This summer so far here has been... Well, I don't know. I shouldn't say that it's been brutal because, I mean, it only seems that way to me because I've lived in Wisconsin for 17 years. Now I live in Ohio, so it's like... You know, so by comparison, it seems brutal, you know, and you're waking up and it's September, you know, the end of September, and it's like still in the upper 80s out there. It's like, what is that? But... just not used to that. Well, as far as that goes, I lived in Georgia. Winter, summer, and autumn have all been turned, which leaves only you. Well, I guess they couldn't possibly make it any more obvious, could they? Yeah, the real skater boy is actually her. But yeah. So here's our dungeon. Winter by default, I guess. Oh, and there's ice physics in here, too. That's lovely. No! So remember that superpower we were talking about that she's supposed to have that she doesn't have? Well, this is another part of it. Yep. Ah, well, dang, man. Don't be so hard on yourself. You'll figure it out. Okay, so I guess they're not even trying to hide it at this point. She is Spring. But she doesn't call herself Spring because she can't change it to Spring. You know, like the others can. I like this here, even this fountain here is like ice physics here too. Wow, man. Okay, so we're gonna run up through here. Oh yeah, there are fights here. Okay, there is one thing to note. The knights that you fight here, they're all color coordinated to the seasons. So these are autumn knights, obviously. You'll see blue ones, those are winter. And then green ones are summer. Well, if the surrounding environment is the same as their color, then they'll be able to use special moves, like the one that these guys are using here. So one of the strategies you'll find as you go through the dungeon is to change the season so that none of it matches, like none of the knights match the current season. Then they won't be able to use their powers. But that comes up later. Anyway, for right now, we can't actually change the seasons. And it's a little confusing because I know they say, well, oh, it's the fairies that change the seasons, not you. But there's actually orbs in the dungeon that can do it too. And, well, I'm getting ahead of myself again. I don't know, it's weird to feel so passionate about like the story of an RPG. And it's not that I do or anything. I guess maybe I don't know. I don't want to say that I do, but I guess maybe I do. I don't know. Just this whole idea of, you know, the seasons being like embodied within characters in a game. It's interesting. And the way they incorporate it into this dungeon, I absolutely love it. Okay, strike me down with all of your hatred, and your journey towards the dark side will be complete. Okay, this fight can be a little brutal, because the summer one is going to start causing trees to appear, and they'll block your... like, you won't be able to run over them. It's just... oh, and then the autumn one's making tornadoes, just toss you into them, toss you around into the spikes. Okay, yeah, see these vines, these spiky vines growing up? Pretty soon the whole thing's gonna be filled with them. Yeah, the wind is not helping. Yeah, that's autumn for you. The wind always gets pretty hellacious in autumn, doesn't it? Yeah, it's filling up here, man. Oh, shoot. Now, you can destroy the vines if you hit them with your sword, but it takes like 3 hits. It's just way too long. But I like to try and maybe kill them before that happens, but I don't know if we're gonna have that luxury at this point. So I'm getting knocked all over the place. Oh, man, that wind. HP critical, shit. Just get the trees down if you can. I got one of them. Oh, shoot, right in the middle of the trees, man. You have to knock me over there. Okay, nope. I hate those tornadoes. Good. Good. Gotcha. Kick your ass. What just happened? Is that Naniva? Yes, as a matter of fact, it is. Oh man, that water. So crisp and cool. There we go. Way to go, guys. With your help, we'll get through the temple in no time. Oops. Wow, your powers suck, you guys. Do I sense like a side story here? Because they seem to be alluding to one. Of course, when I see these characters, I kind of imagine that they're just part of this chapter. They're not like part of the overarching story. They could be, but I couldn't imagine it really being that way. The hurt Winter? No. You gotta bass backwards. Winter is the one that hurts us. Why do I go outside and my face hurts? You know? You see it on Facebook all the time. Anyways, we can't get up there, but there's a green orb there, which will change it to summer. So now, we have these orbs. For instance, like this green one over here, I can hit this and change it to spring. Now they can't use their superpowers. Or at least now they can't leave a trail of ice. They could probably still do the thing where they, like, I don't know, charge towards you. Also, we have a treasure here. Okay. Painting of Seasons. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but... let's see, winter and autumn here. Unfortunately, we don't have a green, so we can't change it to spring. It's the best I can really... Excuse me! Actually, let me see something here. Yeah, just look at... oh, it's so beautiful. Like, the transition between seasons looks so good. I'm going to head over this way. Autumn guy here, so I'm going to change it to winter. It's good. Leave it like it is. There's a winter. Let's change it back. So yeah, this is pretty much how this dungeon goes. You change the seasons to suit your needs. And by changing the seasons, you also change different obstacles in the dungeon. Like you might have noticed out there in the previous room, when I turned it to summer, some vines grew over one of the doors. So you couldn't get into that door when it was summer. And so you're constantly going to have to be watching out for different obstacles and seeing. Like, you might have only one way to get into a room, and you'll have to change the season to get to that entrance. Anyway, you'll see this, but... But yeah, there's like an indie game going around, a platformer, in which plays out just like this dungeon does. And you change the seasons to get around. And playing this dungeon again now kind of makes me want to check out that game. I wish I could remember what the game is called. Whoever made the game, they sent me a key for it, but... Or did they? Maybe they didn't. I can't remember. Saw a preview of it or something. Anyway, these holes over here, there's actually like we can't walk over those holes unless it's summer. Some grass grows in them and you can walk over them. Okay, this is nasty. Now this room is like one of those cases where you can't change the season, so they're gonna have superpowers and you're just gonna have to deal with it. Now see, now because it's summer in here, we can climb these vines here. And that's why I had to come in and hit that switch earlier. Anyway, so we turn this one over and that causes the plants to grow over the hole and we can go over here now. Now that we're up here, we flip this switch so we can get up and down from here at will. So even in autumn, the vine is still there blocking the passageway, so that doesn't help. It does make this happen though. Oh shoot. You know what? We're gonna need to stop it here for reasons that will become clear in the next video. Or should I just go ahead and spoil it and say, for boss time! That's right. There's a boss in this room and he is a real stinker. But we will do that when the time comes. See you guys later.